Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is where you're at. Methodical Man here. We are looking for a breakout here on the 5 minute chart. You can see we have a couple of we have a bridge here, little resistance. If we can get a close above here, we're going to take the long and we're going to target 30 points and a runner. We are right at the VWAP currently. You see right there's the VWAP. And so if we can get a close above here, we're going to take a long here and see if we can't get 30 points with a 30-point stop or so. So I'm kind of watching the 5 minute chart over here off screen as well. Let me move this out of here. And let me minimize this chart so that it doesn't continue to get in the way. So trying to take a trade here, looking for 4 micros on our Take Profit Trader Pro account. So I don't know why this 5 minute chart looks different. Let me check it on TradingView. Yeah, so TradingView is looking the same. I don't know why the data is a little different on the 5 minute chart here. You can see, I mean, it's the exact same trend line, but it's a little bit lower over here. So we got 30 seconds left on this. The idea is to close above the trend line here, and we'll take the long 30-point stop, 30-point take profit, and attempt to get a runner going. So got about 15 seconds left on this. Really needs to close full up here at around that 19,020 area in order for me to feel comfortable enough to take this. Let's see, we got, this is where it closes. So it really did not close above there. A little bit unfortunate because trying to do this trade for you guys in real time here, and I don't really want to just jump in, although I do think that it works here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take it here. Normally I like to wait for the close above. We're already kind of breaking out there, so I'm going to take it, and let's see if we can't get this push into the 19,050 area. Again, this is on my Take Profit Trader Pro account. Not going to be a huge win or a loss here, even if it loses. What is that? 30 points. It's like 6 times 4. $240 would be the loss. So, and also that would be kind of the realm of the win there, around 240 as well. We'll also get a runner going if we can. So, let's see what it can do. Obviously, we want this candle to close above the trend line. That would be what we probably should be waiting on, to be honest. But I still feel like that we got enough momentum here that this should work theoretically. So let's just sit back, relax, let it play out, and see where it takes us. So you don't really go stop to break even here. We're just looking for 30 points. I mean, theoretically, I guess if we got above the 40, you would expect it to just run on into the 50 there. But there's not really a spot per se where you just go break even on this kind of a play. 30 points is not really a whole lot in the grand scheme of things here on in today's market, right? It's not really a whole lot. Got about 3 minutes left on this 5 minute candle. Let's see if we can just push on into the 50 here. Obviously, that's ideal. It should take 3 off there and then one to break even. The 4th should go to break even unless I did not set the ATM strategy up right, which kind of does look like I did not set it up correctly. Should I correct that? I mean, I would like to get a runner going here if we can. Let me see if I can fix this. Yeah, this should really be 3 right here at 50-50. So let's change this to 3. And sell limit 3 there. And what I'll do is we will manually put the stop and stuff on. 30 points would be 90.50. So again, that would be wait. We're long, yeah. So sell limit, sell stop limit 4. All right. Trying to get these on here. So there's the stop. Push it into the 30s here. Let's see if it can push on up. Give us the 50-50. We'll go break even, and then see if we can't get a runner going. Maybe target a little bit higher here. $33s. We get above the 40s, I may go stop to break even. It's above the 40s, I really want to see it just run on up. This 5-minute candle does close in just over a minute here. So let's see what that close brings us. ES is at 54.64 here, pushing through the high as well. Next level up 69, so it's got a little room to the upside as well. Pushing into the 40s, trying its best to go. Got about 5 minutes out from the macro time here as well. Again, 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Looking good so far. Into the 40s here. Let's just see our target get hit. That's going to be ideal. I want to really see it burst on up through there and take out that 50 level. Trying to be patient on it here. It's the only thing when you're going for these bigger targets, right? There's the new 5-minute candle. You're going for these bigger targets, it's a little more of a patience game, and I don't necessarily have a lot of patience, so there's always that. So getting a little pullback here on that 5-minute candle, kind of expected. Retest of the trend line typically would happen, happens at least once here on these type of trades. So back above that high here, if this candle kind of turns green, then we kind of want to just see it push straight on into the target there. But let's see what happens. Just kind of managing the trade as we can here. Could potentially add on a retest of the trend line there, but I'm not quite sure I want to do that. I prefer it just to go ahead and turn this candle green and head towards my target. That's my preference. That would be the preference. And I may actually go ahead and move this down. I do really want to shoot for the 30 points, but I do want to also want to be aware of the fact that we're trading into the 50 and also a resistance level there. That is our first level of resistance. So I'm going to move that down just, oops, didn't mean to do that. Just a hair there. Trying to adjust this line up here. It's not parallel. All right, there we go. Retesting the entry here. Trying to put me through some things. Put me through some things. That's what it's doing. So retesting the entry there, bouncing once again. Let's see if it can go. ES did not make it up to the 69 there, which is the next level up. So Max barking. I don't know if that's good or bad here. Max, does that mean we're going up or we're going down? What is it, bud? That's the thing with these 5-minute breakout trades. You got to show some form of patience. And I'm not always the best at that. Not always the best. Maybe I should have taken a little off there at the 20 points, but, you know, really trying to manage this the proper way and hold for my targets. All right, pulling back here. Might retest that trend line there at the 19,010s. There it is. Retesting it. Do we get stopped out here? I do think I might give this a little bit more room here. Let's see. We may add here. I might add into this. All right, I'm going to add into it here. Oh, wait. Will it not let me? Is it because these are on? Because this is like this? I think so. Because my stop is not a... Is that why? Alright, I don't really know. I wanted to add there. I wanted to double my size for the retest of the trend. I guess I wasn't able to mute the mic there. Sorry guys, I tried. So a really good reaction off of that trend line there. Nice big bounce off of it. ES pushing back up here as well, 461. Let's see if it can continue higher here. I don't know how long this video will be, guys. I'm clearly we're just trying to we're just in the middle of a trade, so it takes how long it takes, right? Why does it say... Yeah, it should say sell because I'm long. Okay. I'm not used to trading with Ninja anymore like I used to be. I used to trade Ninja all the time, but, you know, not so much lately. So there's a new 5-minute candle printing there. We did stay above the trend line. We kind of want to see it go on this candle here. Really would like to see this candle open up and go. Don't really want it to retest the trend line a second time. That wouldn't be like an ideal scenario, but kind of looks like what it might do. So this comes into play. This is what makes me like about these plays is like, man, I was already up 24 points. Should I have taken some profit there, right? Because I would have saved myself kind of going through this sort of thing here. So, and then, but the flip side of that is I would have been stop break even on the runner, whereas if I wait for this to kind of build this bull flag and break out, then we got a decent shot at getting a reasonable runner going. Even though runners are kind of a fickle thing, right? Do they make you money? Do they not make you money? You know, it's kind of different preferences for different people there. So some people believe in the runner, some people don't. I personally believe in them to a degree. So still just testing our entry. Really testing my patience here. Testing the old patience. Are we going to go? Are we not going to go? I mean, I believe in the trade. I believe in the breakout. I think we test the 50 at least. So we are now in the macro time as well. So if it is going to run up, now would be when you would think it would do it. And if it fails, that means the draw is just probably lower. So that's all that means. I wish there was a fast forward button on a live video, right? There's no fast forward button for me. I have to sit here and endure the pain. You guys can fast forward a little bit and see what happens. I can't do that. I have to sit here and watch. It's not replay mode, so I can't just fast forward and see what the result was. lot of times on these 5-minute trades, you do take drawdown. Like I said, there has to be patience. You have to understand that you're going to sometimes take some heat. You got to be willing to do that. So you have to be willing to do that. We got about 1 minute and 45 seconds left on this 5-minute candle here. And then in an ideal world, this candle would close green and the next candle would continue to push us up. But that may not be what happens here. We will certainly find out, though. Just need that push into the 50. That's all we need. And then we go break even on the runner and we see what happens. Not the most exciting thing to sit here and watch a trade, but hey, you know. Sorry about the stream earlier, guys. The OBS disconnected. I assume the internet blipped. Just a little blip and it disconnected OBS. I didn't think that restarting the stream would, you know, with it going out like that, I wanted to give it a little while and see if it would eventually, the internet would just stabilize a little bit. And it seems like it did, but I decided not to restart the stream there. All right, we got about 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. I really would like for it to close green, but even if it closes red, that's okay. But I really would like it to close green. It is going to be an inside bar, it looks like. So if it does close in this area and then it breaks above the high of it, that would be kind of good confirmation of the move higher. Now, if it closes here as an inside bar and then we move below the low, then that could be of concern. So we really want to see this 5-minute candle open up, move above the high of this 5-minute candle. So need it to move above 35 before it moves below the low. And now it moved below the low, so that is of some concern. I don't love that. So we got our stop where we have it at. I'm gonna leave it there. We do have the 5-minute trauma at 96.50, so we are 6 points below the 5-minute trauma. So we'll see if it holds that and pushes up. I don't love that this was an inside bar and it moved below it, the low. That's not a great look, but we're going to stick to it and see what will happen here. Maybe a little bull flag building here and we get a little breakout to the upside. ES pushing up 461, 54.61, getting a little push here, 54.62. Again, next level up on the ES, 54.69, with a pivot point at 71. So need the ES to kind of break out here as well to get going more to the upside there. Just kind of waiting to see what happens here. Not much we can do here. Got 3 minutes until the top of the hour. Maybe the top of the hour gives us what we need to move higher. I don't really know. Looking like a nice bull flag here, though. Can she rip into the 50 and take us higher? Take us to the moon. Can she do it? Move the P&L onto the screen here. You can see this is my first trade on the Take Profit Pro account. We just got it today, so finally got my credit to be able to activate it. Two minutes, 2.5 minutes till the top of the hour. Man, this video is becoming way longer than I anticipated it being. Trauma is now moved up to 998. So I do like where our stop is here, because if it breaks below trauma, then that's probably not a great sign. Trauma is just an indicator that I use on TradingView. I don't even know what it stands for, to be honest with you. It's just some sort of support and resistance. That's all I know. We also have the VWAP somewhere in this area, right? So another minute here, a minute and 50 seconds for the top of the hour here. I really would like to see this thing break above that inside bar. Let's get above there. Then we can have that shock of the hour take us through the 50. At least give us our target there on the 3 micros that we got up there. Can the shock of the hour take us there? We shall see. Let's get above that 35 by the shock of the hour, and then rip right into the 50s and just take us to the moon. Can she do it? She can do it. Does she want to do it? I guess is the question. That'd be the question. All right, here we go, guys. We got about 45 seconds until the top of the hour here. Price is trying to push up here, trying to create a little bull flag here, breakout on the 5-minute. The top of the hour is either going to help us or wreck us. I don't know which. We'll be coming into power hour there. It's 2:59 p.m. currently. So, and that is not really the reaction that we wanted there. We wanted that to push up. New candle here in 10 seconds. Let's see what it does. Got the trauma sitting at 996 currently. So, see if this new candle can't open and take us to the moon. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. That is not the moon. Basically did nothing. Can we go? Trying to start it to move into the right direction here. All right, I do think if we get above this wick here at 35, I'm going to move my stop into break even at that point. I don't think that's unreasonable, because above 35 there, you expect us just to go ahead and expand higher. That could be kind of like, you know what? I think I'm going to take my $100 at 35, and then we'll move the stop to break even on the runner. I think that's what I'm thinking, even though that's not the plan we started with. Excuse me. The plan can change along the way, I guess, you know. ES pushing there, 65.50. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put our stop in at break even here. Oh wait, we don't want to buy 4. Is it because I need this on none? That could be what it is. Yeah, it looks like we might get stopped at break even. So locking in $92 there. I could maybe, you know what, we could move this back. Let's do that. Let's move this back. Because even if this hits, it would still, we'd still be up $30. So essentially a free rolling trade here, and then we'll take it off. We'll take it off up here at this first target at 50. Did I put the wrong thing there? I think I did. It should be a buy limit. Yeah. No, wait. It should be a sell. I just had it as a buy. Why is that so confusing to me sometimes? There we go. All right, let's see if we can get the original 30 points on this runner. Might target 93 here, actually. I think that's what I'm going to do. 99, I'm sorry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go stop to break even at the 52. So once we hit the 52, we'll go stop to break even. And see if we can't get a clean runner going here. I can tell you one thing, the market is certainly moving slower today than it was all of last week. Certainly moving slower. %, moving a bit slower. All right, see if we can get through the 50 level there. ES is approaching that level of resistance. I don't love that. It's up there at 66. Got some resistance at 69. That's why I was considering just taking this off at the 51. Got the trauma moved up to 08 there. So it is kind of trailing us up there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take this off at 49.50 at the 30 points. And I'm going to go ahead and move stop to break even right now. So we're just going to take the original 30 points. I probably should have done that. I probably should have just left the 4 micros on, but that's okay. I want to see if we can get that quick run through the 50 level. Can we do it? Come on, so close. Why's it got to get so close and then tease me? ES did not tap that 69 level yet, so it should get through there. 3 more points. Oh my goodness, guys. It's so dirty. It's like 6 ticks away there. This thing is, you know it's going to go. There it is. There it is. Locking it in. 30 points. Let's kind of watch it for a minute and see what it would have done. This is that next level of resistance. So we're locking in $150 there. First trade on this funded Take Profit Pro account. Just taking a 5-minute breakout. Pretty simple. If you don't know what that is, basically we just measured from the high. And we have the first bridge here and the second bridge here. Or, I'm sorry, first bridge. And then once it breaks through, you kind of take the long there. So, but locking in $150 there. Wanted the 240. We'll take the 150. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we will be live tomorrow 9:15 a.m. We'll see you guys then.